She makes my ruby tutus feel like Benihana's.
What's up, guys?
So that Batman trailer dropped. That was awesome. I've got a inside guy that always sends me things early, and he sent me this tiny little bootleg video, like the size of my thumbnail, literally. And I'm trying to watch this trailer, and I'm like, oh, it looks so good. And then, like, literally 30 minutes later, it was released everywhere.
I think it looks like really cool. Obviously, they didn't give us much to go off, but like we know it's the Riddler, which is exciting. It looks, dark, so like kind of the same darkness that the Dark Knight had. From the two words he's spoken, it doesn't sound like he's gonna have that annoying Christian Bale voice, so that's exciting too.
I really like everything that they're doing. Like, first off, they teased Catwoman. That's pretty cool. The fact that the Riddler is basically like the Zodiac killer, like that's so on point. It's like they're taking something from the comic book that just wouldn't really happen in real life, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna put these little riddles in these little envelopes and leave them to tease Batman. But this is like, no, like, you can't find me, I'm killing people. Like, and like, it's like he's leading Batman to the Court of Owls, right? Which is one of my favorite Batman reads. I'm a little surprised to bring in Court of Owls so quickly, but I'm happy. I thought there was for sure a lot to unpack. I like how it's at least year 2 Batman, where he has a relationship with Gordon already, and like the police trust him, but he's still like not known amongst the criminal underbelly. They're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm vengeance. Right?
I love how he just beats the hell out of that guy just because he asked who he is.
I will say I both love and hate the line with like who are you? He's like, I'm vengeance. And like, you kind of tell that, like, oh yeah, he is a pretty boy under there, right? He's not like, I'm vengeance, right? He's not Tom Waits. But at the same time, I kind of like that because it's year 2 Batman, right?
Like, he's definitely the youngest looking Batman like we've had, which is like fits because like he's around 30, which is when he becomes Batman, and it is year 2. So like, I'm very excited for like a more younger side of Batman as well.
So I've always been pretty excited about Robert Pattinson's Batman being like, this could be really good, but it's DC, so I don't know. And yeah, trailer delivers. I'm very excited about it.
No, I think he'll do a pretty great job as Batman, and well, like, how I say that I don't think there is a good live action Batman like yet. So this might be our chance at, like, I don't know, just another side of Batman that we haven't seen. And I know it's pretty unpopular since people do like Christian Bale, and my expectations for Batman are so high that I expect him to deliver, like, comic and like cartoon Batman.
Well, obviously the best Batman, if we're doing all media, is Kevin Conroy. But when it comes to live action, if I had to pick one, it would be Christian Bale. And just because The Dark Knight is so good and he's attached to that movie.
Exactly. It's the newest, and it's noticeably newer, and there's no like stupid things like Batman's nipples.
I like how you're like, it's the most recent Batman, as if you completely wrote off Ben Affleck as like it does not exist.
I'm gonna be honest, it totally got my mind since I don't consider that Batman. I don't know what that was, but that's far from Batman for me.
The suit looked so good, and I do like Ben Affleck. I thought he looks a lot like Bruce Wayne from the animated series. Like, the potential was there, and then you see Batman scaling walls and throwing like batarangs into people, and just like, we're like, oh, so this is the college humor Batman where he kills people and doesn't realize it. Like, no, changed my mind. College humor Batman, that's my favorite. Most authentic. What did you do with Harvey and Scary Face?
Yeah, I'm very excited for Robert Pattinson, as people are saying. It's just like Batfleck was Ben Affleck's. a lot of people do like Michael Keaton, but he's a bit too old, and it looked like a Batman like beyond like the animated series type version rather than he's still Batman.
Side note, how good was Batman Beyond? And like when you see why Bruce Wayne gave up being Batman because he pulled a gun on somebody and he was like so taken back by it and he was just like so offended by himself. Oh, the DC animated universe is the best thing to ever happen. Way better than the Marvel animated universe. Trust me.
No, well, that's why I love DC so much, and like why I love Batman so much is like everything animated I saw was like so good. It's such a shame that they can't translate anything good into a movie.
Like when you saw the Suicide Squad animated movie, they're like, this is basically the script we wanted for the Suicide Squad movie. We put it out as an animated series. It did well. Hey, greenlit the live action movie with like a very similar script. But then they butchered it so much because that's what Hollywood does. And it's just like you see the similarities and you see like the same thing, like the parallels. You're like, okay, so that scene's the same but different. They just changed some of the characters here. Like instead of the shark guy, they had Killer Croc. And it was like, the cartoon was like not amazing. It's like 4 out of 5 for me. But like Suicide Squad is not watchable. I ruined my life watching it once, and I will never again watch it. Like
It's so sad because it did have so much going for it. Of it's a good cast, and like you love the character stuff, but like the plot and the villain are so bad.
in the animated version, they give everybody an intro and they're like, this is the villain's name, this is the intro, and then you don't know who's gonna die right away, and most of them all end up dying. Whereas the live action movie, they didn't give that one guy an intro and you're like, oh, so he's gonna be the first to die, and go figure, he dies right away. Hollywood is like, we can make trash that no one's gonna like and we'll still make money off of it because of the name associated to it. And I want Warner Brothers to stop. Just stop. You're ruining my favorite characters. William and I have matching Batman tattoos, and you are making us regret them.
That is why I don't acknowledge Ben Affleck at all. It's like I don't consider that Batman.
Back to the topic on hand, Robert Pattinson. The trailer, I think it's great. Like the way the Riddler looks is like he's a little more scarecrowy.
Yeah, that was honestly my first thought when I saw him. I'm like, oh, scary, but obviously with the riddles and stuff, it's like Riddler, but a way more serious because, yeah, Riddler is a dopier character, and like Gotham is the first time we got like a more serious look to Riddler.
If they just like copy that, that would be cool. Like I'm not upset about this Riddler is what I'm getting at.
If this movie lets me down, I will be done with DC movies live action forever.
Well, like Wonder Woman, the trailer dropped today, and that looks super promising. Always has 1984 Wonder Woman, yeah. And we all loved Joaquin's Phoenix, his portrayal Joker, yeah. I do want Joaquin's Phoenix to be his own universe. I don't want it to be tied into this Robert Pattinson movie.
I heard, I don't know if it's a rumor or not, that Robert Pattinson will be fighting like a different Joker, and they've already like planned it for the second movie, I'm pretty sure.
But with the new Flash movie coming out, they're doing like almost like a Flashpoint. Like they've got like multiple Batmen.
That's the thing like Michael Keaton's coming back for, and then recent news of like Ben Affleck's also going to be in it. Anyway, Batman looks great. Please don't let me down.
Please don't let me down. I'm excited. It's like everything that I liked about Christopher Nolan brought to the table, but I'm hoping they could like push it farther and make it better. Although I did see a meme where Robert Pattinson's sitting there with the cowl off and his eyes are black. Well, it was like, I knew I saw this look before, and there's a picture of Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man with the emo hair, and I was like, don't ruin this for me. Although I know it wouldn't ruin it for you because I know what your favorite Spider-Man movie is. So
But no, if that in a Batman movie would turn me off of it forever, because like Spider-Man can be fun, and like maybe that was a bit far, but I still enjoy watching it. But yeah, if it takes anywhere other than like the dark path it's on, and like they try to do like cheesy jokes, or I don't know, add some sort of Disney ish aspect, then not gonna like.
Dark Knight was hilarious, but it wasn't because there was humor. You're just like, wow, the Joker is just bleeping crazy. Like, I want to see a magic trick. Where'd the pencil go? Like, that's hilarious, but he just killed a man. Like, why am I laughing at somebody's death?
That in the Marvel movies and stuff, especially after Disney, like you're expecting those cheesy like Drax saying he's invisible, or like any cheesy aspect, and it's enjoyable in that sense of
Is it
okay, not that like Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming when he's in the back seat and Vulture realizes what's happening? And that's like one of the first times in a long time I'm sitting in a movie and I had no idea where it was going next. Like uh, woo woo, I toot my own horn. Like I'm usually pretty good at predicting where movies go and what's gonna happen. Like if not the entire movie, by the first opening scene, like the next 10-20 minutes for sure, kind of thing, right? But I was in that moment and I couldn't see far ahead, and I was just stuck in that back seat with Spider-Man being like, how the Bouduk boys gonna get out of this one? Not since Toy Story 3 have I experienced that emotion.
It only takes the best of the best movies for you to experience that emotion, being Spider-Man: Homecoming and Toy Story 3.
Hey, Disney delivers, my friend. Disney delivers.
So let us know what you thought of the trailer, and how many Marvel things it made you think of, since it made us think a lot, apparently.
What are your theories and predictions? What do you think is happening? I don't know how Catwoman really ties into this. I'm worried that they're doing a Spider-Man Electro. Yeah, the Electro thing.
Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, link your MySpace, add us on Facebook. Don't do that. And hopefully Colin's in the next video, since he's very good looking.
That's true. That's true. I like how you shout out everything. You're like, "Oh, like this, comment this." And I'm just like, "Click this." And maybe this. And then Colin puts them over here, so I'm pointing at nothing. Like, yeah, like click this, click this, click this.
And then it's just over your face.
Yes.
Alright, thanks for watching.
See you next time, or whatever we say. Catch you on the flip side, dude.